Family members of victims and survivors of 9/11 allege that the Saudi government was actually involved in the attacks and that the Saudi government and Saudi charities knowingly funded the terrorists. They are seeking action in American courts, appealing a lower court ruling that threw out their case. Former Senate Intelligence Committee chairman and former co-chair of the Congressional Inquiry into 9/11, Bob Graham, has joined their cause, and he joins me now along with Terry Strada, who lost her husband during the attacks on the Twin Towers. Thank you both very much for joining us. First to you, Terry.
Thank you, Andrea.
What do you hope to accomplish here? What evidence do you have of Saudi complicity, and what are you hoping that the courts will recognize?
Well, we have proof that the Saudis were involved. We have been investigating this for the last 10 years. Our law firm has been doing their work, and we know that they were involved, and we hope to hold them accountable in our justice system here in our courts and ask them the questions that we have for them of their involvement in 9/11 and the murder of our loved ones.
And we know you lost your husband in the Twin Tower. He was a bond trader, I think, at Cantor Fitzgerald, and we can't even imagine what you and all of the other families have been going through. Senator Graham, how are you helping them try to dig through the intelligence and the information that you say links the Saudis to the attacks?
Andrea, I was asked and did submit an affidavit of some of the things that I know and some of the informed speculation that I have relative to the role of the Saudis. I think it is deep. It is highly evidence-based. It represents significant assistance, which in my opinion, but for that assistance, 9/11 would not have occurred.
What are some of the examples?
Well, the major example is in San Diego.
Right.
Is in San Diego, California, where two of the hijackers received substantial assistance from a man who was effectively an employee of the Saudi government, probably at the direction of a consular office of the Saudis in Los Angeles, provided them money, paid for an apartment, arranged for their flying lessons, introduced them to a network of elder and respected Saudis in the San Diego area who helped give these two men the shelter and protection that they needed in order to prepare for 9/11.
Terry, I've covered a number of these cases, one in particular involving Iranian involvement, support for Hezbollah, and the death of an American young woman, a teenager, who was caught in a terror plot in Israel. And the Department of State, the Department of Justice have consistently gone against family applications to the American courts, not wanting to establish these precedents. In this case, in your case, the Department of Justice filed suit saying that they did not see the direct connection. What do you say to our own government on this point?
I say open your eyes and take a better look, because there is direct links to the Saudis in this case. And we don't understand at all why they're protecting the Saudis, why they're siding with them, why they are not siding with us, the families. We applaud Senator Graham for what he's doing now and coming out with this type of information that we've known for years. And thank you very much for this, because it's going to help us move forward. But the government does need to explain to us, at least on some level, why they aren't allowing us to proceed in the courts. They have been blocking it for the last 10 years, and it's frustrating, and we're angry, and we are united. There's over 6,000 of us, and we're not going away. We are not going to stop until we hold those accountable for those that murdered our loved ones. Osama bin Laden did not act alone. He had a complete network of financiers, and we know who they are now. I didn't know that 10 years ago. If you'd asked me who was responsible, I would have said, okay, the Afghanistan lunatics did this. But no, we've investigated this thoroughly for years, and we have proof, we have evidence, and we want to bring it into our courts, and we want to ask the questions, and we want answers.
Terry Strada, thank you so much. We will stay on this case, as will you, and of course, Senator Graham, thanks to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.